you had a few hundred followers, a couple hundred followers, and now your account exploded to over 6,000 followers. You have a reel with 160,000 views, other reels with many 10,000 views. On your other account, you have a reel with over 1 million views,
2 million.
2 million at this point. Everything just clicked for you. What happened that in such a short span you amassed hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, and thousands of followers in, you know, weeks?
To be very honest with you, it still is a mystery to me. I try to post two, three reels a week, stories every single day. I used to post reels every single day, but I got kind of burned out. And the other thing is that when I saw my reels just hovering around 200, 300, I asked for help. And that was how I met you, Morris. But of course, I've known you for 2 years now. So anyway, I just followed your advice, and it was very difficult to try to. It wasn't so difficult so much to get critique because I'm used to getting critique, but to apply the critique, that was what was so hard. So I would hear the words that you would say, and then it was very, very hard to apply them. But every week, you pointed out something new, something new, something new, until finally I hit on the secret sauce, I guess, that made the reel blow up.
We've worked through a couple difficult weeks, right? Lots of frustration, um, which happens to everyone. And do you remember some of those things that were, you understood it, but they were really difficult to apply?
Uh, my pacing, you kept on talking about my pacing. I think the most interesting thing that you said to me was that my videos look like Gina went to Instagram marketing school, and she's creating videos that are consistent with everything that she learned in Instagram marketing school, rather than being authentic. And so then I started trying to create more authentic reels. I am a natural storyteller, and I would be talking to you like I always do, telling you stories. And you would say, but you got to tell that story on the Instagram site. And I started trying doing that. And this last reel that I don't know how many views it has now, it changes from hour to hour. The last time I checked, it was 156,000. Um, it just hit that I just decided to do something I thought was very lighthearted, but apparently it just really resonated with a lot of people. And I've had people in the comments say that they've never hit the follow button so quick. So, and it was just, again, me telling a story and me using one of the phrases that I used with you. I don't know if you remember that. I said, "Oh my God, I've seen the light," right?
Yeah.
You said, "That's perfect. Put that in a reel." And I did. I put it in a reel with a little light bulb sticker above it, because I like to have my reels be a little bit whimsical, even though I'm talking about serious things.
With your Instagram account, your goal is growing the membership side. You now have, last time I checked, 150 people in your membership
Yeah,
side on the
I,
school.
I I have to write them down. 175.
107. Wow. Okay. Jumped
Yeah.
by 25 since I last checked. Okay.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, yeah.
I
Again,
checked
I
yesterday, I think.
I post a story and I invite them to the group and they come.
For growing on social media, there are these pillars that we've covered as well. One is, yes, creating good content, but then there's engagement, there's outreach, there's DMs, there's consistency. Now that you've now that it's working for you, you have amazing success. How would you rate, looking back, analyzing the journey, giving advice to somebody else, how would you rate these pillars? Are all of them important to you? Which ones are most
Um, you
important?
know, as you know, I had a lot of problems with engagement because of some issues that maybe I don't need to talk about here. But yeah, um, but I know that engagement is really important for the algorithm, right? But I don't think that you can really engage unless you have quality content. And that's step number one. If you don't have quality content, nobody's going to be coming to your site and you're not going to be engaging with anybody. So that is what I was working on through all of these years well, year and a half, I think I've been on Instagram and you know, many years before on Facebook to try to create content that people would relate to and people would want to engage with. I don't know how many hundreds of responses I have in that video with 153,000 views. And I try to respond to every single one of them. But it is getting very overwhelming, and that I'm spending so much time responding that I can't do other things. So I may have to turn the comments off, at least on that reel, and then continue moving forward with the story. So I had a story, a 5-part story, and then I had a continuation of the story. And then there's, you know, people that are saying to me, please tell me something else, tell me something more from this. And just taking all of these comments and trying to give the people what they're asking for.
And when
And
you,
like you said in a very early interview I did with you, because you did a summit for me, the market determines what the market wants, right? It's
yeah,
the market determines. And so you can't let yourself get down. Although I did, you know, because but I got down, but then I picked myself up the next day and I did more content, right? And so the market determines what is going to hit, and you just have to keep on plugging away until finally, you know, you see what the market wants and you try to replicate it. And
yeah,
that, of course, is the secret, you know, how to replicate this good content. And I wouldn't say that my 153, how many is it? 156,000 um, reel is like a perfect piece of content, you know, but people liked it. And so that's what matters.
that's the interesting thing, right? You, if you had to evaluate that reel yourself, you wouldn't have given it a score of 156,000 views. But for the
No,
market, for your audience, it's the perfect reel, which is why they're responding so crazy.
right.
Literally, they're crazy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
From
didn't take me that long to do either, because some of the content it's excruciating. I mean, I have video after video after video. I actually did a little video on my outtakes because I just thought it would be funny. But video after video after video, and then I scrapped them, scrapped them, scrapped them. But that particular one, maybe 2, 3 takes, and that was it. Up on Instagram.
It's very interesting to hear your conclusions, from my side working with you now a few months. What really stood out to me is your willingness to, not give up, to ask for help, and to implement things that felt wrong. Right? Like there were many things that we tweaked on your content, on your reels, where we changed up your routines that initially that didn't feel quite right. And you still tested it out. You made it work for yourself. And I think that's why you absolutely deserve the success that you have. And
Oh,
I
thank you.
think you're gonna get so much more. You literally cracked the code for yourself. Yeah, and where can people follow your account? Where can they find out more
Oh,
about you?
every single thing that I have on social media is Gina Petonito. So at Gina Petonito, at Instagram, on YouTube, Facebook is Gina Petonito, and also my Medium site where I have a bunch of essays there is also Gina Petonito. So, you know, that's my brand. My brand is my name.
Congratulations again. Thanks,
Okay,
Gina.
thank you so much.